G'day guys, today on Glen's Aussie Barbecue we are doing pork belly with a bit of a twist. So the first thing I'm going to do is salt the hell out of this skin, put it in the fridge uncovered for a good 3 to 4 hours. So it's been around 3 hours since that pork belly went in the fridge. I'm going to start my fire now. I'm a big Joe. I'm going to use this electric fire starter here that I got from Bunnings for 40 bucks. It's the first time I've used it, so we'll see how she goes. I need a scotch for this. This is taking forever. You gotta hold the button. I understand it's a safety thing, but it's fucking way too much hassle. Bury that fucker in there. Probably should have read the instructions. It's hard work. Don't know if I like that or not. I'm not a fan of hard work. Alright, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to close the dome, open the bottom air vent and top slider fully, and we'll come back. I want to set this at 200 Celsius. That's what I'm spinning this pork at today, 200 Celsius. So that's the plan. So we'll come back later on. Time for a scotch. That was hard work. Holding that button down, that's a lot of hard work. You wouldn't realise how much it is until you try it. Anyway, see how it goes. Alright, so now it's either been 30 minutes or an hour and 30 minutes. I'm not too sure, but we're up to 150 Celsius. I may have been having a few scotches today. It must have been 30 minutes. Could have been an hour and 30 minutes. But this has actually worked better than I thought it was going to. I was very disappointed when I was doing that whole stuff. It was a lot of effort. I don't like holding my thumb down that long. Too much work for me. I'm just going to rake those coals around because one side was hot, the other side was not. Oh, poet time. So I'm going to spread that around, let that settle out a little bit. I'll go set up my pork. I'll set my vents now. I'll put a photo somewhere in here of my vent settings. There's way too much work for me to take this camera off the stand and move it around and show that right now. So I'm going to close that up. And we'll come back when we're doing the prep. Well, I'll see you in a second. For you, it'll be like 1 second. Literally. You watch this. So now our Kamado up to temp. I just want to show you something here. There's very little moisture that's come out of the skin. Now the reason that is, is because this wasn't cryovac. This was hanging up in the butcher shop, in the cold room, brought it out, cut the ribs off. I took the whole piece. So the moisture content in this skin is a lot less than the moisture content you will get from a piece of pork belly that's been sitting in Woolworths or Coles that's been cryovac for a couple of weeks, sitting there waiting for you to buy it. So I'm going to take all this salt off here now and excess moisture. We're going to skewer this right through the guts with our spit rod. We're going to use just a single double prong. So I've ground off the other prongs that normally sit here. You can buy these already like this, but I had several of these lying around, so why spend more money on that? I could use that money towards another Kamado. So that's what I'm going to do. I've ground those off and I'm going to skewer this like this. And when you're doing this, you want to take it through the side and you want to keep upward pressure along that skin a little bit. You don't want to go up to the skin, but you don't want to go through the bottom. Oh, I just fucking did. God damn it, Glen. Like so. Prongs in either side of the meat. Oh, so good. Oh, how bad this is going to turn out. Oh, drinking and barbecuing is what I like to do, but sometimes it doesn't work out for the viewer. Beautiful. So now that's done, I'm going to use my extremely large tin of olive oil and just drizzle that like so. I'm going to cover that beautiful, beautiful girl with oil. Oh, this skin's feeling so bloody dry. This is going to crackle up like a mother. You watch this. Salt. Lots of salt. Oh, yeah, baby. Get the corners. Don't forget the corners. The corners get missed. There's so much salt there. This is just going to make everybody cough, and that's what I'm about. Make people cough. All right, over to the Kamado, 200 Celsius. Here we go. So here we are. The Kamado is at 200 Celsius. Gonna pop this bad boy in here. I'm pretty impressed with that risotto, whatever the hell it was. I didn't like it at first, but I can't believe it got up to temp that quick. I checked with the wife and she confirmed it was actually half an hour. So she's not drinking, so she must be right. So we're going to spin this now just until that crackle gets done. We are running at 200 Celsius on the Big Joe, on the rotisserie. So I'm just going to leave that now. There's no seasoning underneath, and hopefully this is a thick enough piece that I can do what I wanted to do at the start of this video. If it's not, I will have to change the title of the video to, oh my God, what have I done? But it's time for a drink. Look at that salt. Damn it. Oh, guys, tip. Cut the nipples off, all right? First couple of times it's funny, leave the nipples on, but really the women don't like seeing nipples on their pork belly. Just a tip. Funny the first couple of times, after that, not so much. All right, I'll come back when she's crackled. Probably in around, I'm gonna say, 49 minutes and 68 seconds. That's right, 68 seconds. Think about that. So it's been 47 minutes. I'm gonna check this out right now. Oh, that crackle is, look at that, is right where I want it to be. But with pork belly, there's a lot of fat in there that needs to render down. 46 minutes isn't long enough to render that down. So what I'm going to do now, this is the twist I was talking about. I'm going to take this off and show you the next step. Now this is where the twist comes in. Crackle is where we want it, but we still have a lot of fat in there to render down to be, you know, nice on the palate. So what I'm going to do here is separate the skin, the crackle, from the belly, and that's why it's important not to have these forks over on the upside of that. So I'm going to take the skin off now. Now you can cut this as close to the top of the underside of the skin as you like, to leave more fat on the crackle, to make the crackle orgasmic, or you can cut it close to the top of the bottom of the top and make it top bottom of the top and make more fat on the bottom of the underside of the top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you get it. All right, so there we have, this is the crackling. A little bit of meat over there, which I'm gonna skim off and eat while people are waiting for this. But I don't know about that. That's for me. Put that aside on the cutting board, and that is all crackle. Now comes the next fun bit. This is the part I like the most. I'm gonna season this again with salt. But most importantly, we've got plenty of salt from the crackle. Cumin. You can use whatever you like here. You have your favourite dry rub, anything you want. Just hook in. Paprika. Oh, I love paprika. Look at that. You don't get this part on pork belly normally. And I'm going to do both sides. That's right, I said it. Both sides. Oh yes. Then I'm going to put this back on the Kamado. Let that render down. I'll make love to you when you... I've got some apple chips. That's right, apple chips. I'm going to chuck in there. Get a little smoke going on this baby. Oh, how good does that look? This is the thing with pork belly. There's so many ways you can do it. And I really like taking the skin off. I've been playing around with this for a while, and that is just beautiful. Thanks for watching. I'll take a few snaps of it sliced up. See you next time. So here's a slice. How good's that look? All the fat's rendered out. Excuse the light. It's night time. Wow, that was an epic drinking session. I had a really good day, and I'm very happy I was able to put something on the plate at the end of it. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you then.